Hey guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. I am here today with a book review for you guys. I am loving these videos. They're giving me life, you guys. I already post book reviews on my other social medias. Reading is just a passion for me. I love it. It's my happy place. And I have recently just started going and doing all the genres. I love it. The only thing I don't really like is horror because I am a total wuss and I can't handle high stress situations like that, so I don't do horror, but I do love psychological thrillers, which is not scary, it's just thought-provoking kind of, in my opinion. And then I love romance, I love all the things, I love historical fiction, you guys know I love all the things. So if you're not following me on my other social medias, make sure you click the links down below. Instagram, I do a lot of book reviews. So I love it. But I am here today to talk about a certain book and author in particular, Penelope Douglas, you guys. Okay, so I recently started finding a lot of bookstagrammers, and it has been so fun, looking at recommendations. My TBR pile is extensive, so extensive for physical books that I went and got a book cart, like this one. And it's full, and there's still another pile. So it's a little excessive. And then I also started reading on my Kindle again because of this book. Okay, so let's talk about it. So this is by the author Penelope Douglas. This is my first book I've ever read from her. Sorry, we are doing construction downstairs. This is called Punk 57. You guys, I loved this book. I flew through it. I will tell you, it's a little spicy, okay? A little spicy. I think I said it was like a 3 or 4 on the spice scale out of 5. So good though. Okay, so the premise of this book is there are 2 main characters. We have Misha and Ryan. Now, when they were in, was it 5th grade? In 5th grade, they were given pen pals to another 5th grade class in the neighboring town. And Misha was given Ryan because they assumed Ryan was a boy, and Ryan's teacher gave them Misha because they assumed Misha was a girl. Misha is a boy, Ryan is a girl. So they started writing to each other in 5th grade, and 7 years later, they're still pen paling. They live in the next town over. They've never met, but in the interim of them writing to each other, they sort of fell in love, right? They have that bond. They love each other. They fell for each other. Well, 7 years later, they end up going to, so Misha's in a band, right? This is, right up my alley. It reminds me of my band boy, band phase, right? They're at an abandoned warehouse, right? And they're doing this, scavenger hunt to raise money for their upcoming tour. And he ends up looking on social media while he's there. He's kind of an introvert, but he writes all the songs and he's the lead singer. And so this is not his jam, right? But he's there, and all he can think about is the next letter from Ryan. They're not even texting at this point. 7 years, pen pals. And so they happen to be, he's at this warehouse. He has to go, right? Because he's the lead singer. And he ends up one of his bandmates is oh, look, here's our social media. And so he's scrolling through and he sees this video because these people are doing the scavenger hunt and they're posting things to social media to sort of gain awareness. And he sees this video of this girl and he's watching it. And at the end of the video, she's like, oh my gosh, Ryan, give me the phone or whatever. And so he's like, oh, she's here. So he ends up finding her. But he doesn't tell her who he is. So they take a picture together. They talk for a few minutes, and then that's it. Well, something devastating happens that night, okay? And so all of a sudden, Ryan's letters that she gets from Misha stop. And she's like, I don't know what happened. I'm really upset. And so the whole book sort of flits back and forth between the 2 characters. Misha ends up coming to Ryan's school, but he goes by the name Mason. So they end up meeting, and he hates her. Everything she stands for is everything that they talk about in the letters that they hate. And so it's this whole situation where they end up getting to know each other, but they kind of hate each other. And then there's this sexual tension. I don't know, you guys. So good. Spicy, okay? It's spicy. But I devoured this book. I love it so much. And then I realized after I hunted down, I made my husband go hunt this book down because I saw it all over Book Talk. I saw it all over Instagram by a few select bookstagrammers and TikTokers that I follow. So finally hunted it down at Barnes & Noble's, and I read it, and then I realized all of her books are in Kindle Unlimited. So then I started downloading other books, and I've read 2 other books since then. I've read Birthday Girl, loved it. Then I read Credence. That book might have ruined me. It was so spicy. So spicy. So spicy. I think I'm blushing. So spicy. But this book is really, really good, you guys. I feel like it had a really good plot. I feel like all of her books that I've read so far, even though they're like romance and they have these really spicy scenes, there is like a plot there. Like there is character development. Like it's like everything you could want in a book plus some spicy scenes, right? So if you guys like those kind of books, I highly recommend this one. If you've read it, tell me what you think. I think I gave this one 5 stars. I loved it so much, and now I'm on like a rampage to read all of her books. I'm reading another series right now which has me laughing because it has those cheesy romance covers, and I hate cheesy romance covers. But once I'm done with that series, I'm going back to reading, I think I downloaded Corrupt was the one I downloaded, but so good, you guys. So good. I think I read it in less than a day. It is 325 pages. So good. So if you guys are looking for a good, like, character depth, good plot, almost, like, breaks your heart, but, like, not at the same time, with some spice, this is the one. I think this was the perfect first book for me to read of Penelope Douglas. People are obsessed over this book on Book Talk, and I see why. Another thing I love is she creates playlists for her books. So if you wanted to like listen to music while you read, I personally can't do that, but I was looking through and I'm like, oh, I like that song. Oh, I like that song. Oh, I like that song. Like, so it's really, really good. And I noticed Credence did not have a playlist, but Birthday Girl did. So I think what I have, another bookstagrammer I follow will read all of her books on Kindle, and then if she loves them, she buys the physical one. And I think I'm going to have to buy Birthday Girl and Credence. They were so good. So, so good. So, 5 stars. Go read it. If you've read it, tell me what you think. I loved it. That's all I have for you guys today. I just had to share. Loved it. Loved it. So good. So, that's all I have. I'm also reading on my Kindle. I keep, like, flitting back and forth. So good. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've read it. Let me know if you're going to read it. I need to know all the things. But hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.